Hello everyone. Today we're going to make orecchiette with rapini and sausage. I'll go through quickly what we're going to need. So you have orecchiette pasta, Italian sausage, about 500 grams, some olive oil, pepper, salt, rapini in the sink being cleaned, washed. And over here on the stove we have two pans. First one's for the sausage. We're going to fry it in, you got 5 cloves of garlic sliced up. And then the rapini here are just 3 whole ones that I leave like that. We're gonna add some olive oil after when we start cooking it. Okay, now I'm gonna prep the rapini. So what I do is I take some olive oil and I'll just give it a little, about a tablespoon. And then you're gonna take your rapini, I'm gonna cut the bottoms off. And then you can cut them to whatever size you'd like. I prefer, for this kind of dish, smaller, about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Just throw them in there. Like so. If you're not a fan of the branches, you can leave them out. I use scissors, and that's about it. So we're gonna set up a pot of water to boil for the pasta, and then we're gonna throw the pasta in, but not yet. First we're gonna get onto the sausage, and I'll show you how to do that. So we've set this pan to medium heat. With the oil, you wanna see the garlic start to sizzle, and once it gets a good sizzle going, then we can add the meat. And I'm gonna show you how to do it, because you can buy sausage meat not cased, but in this case I bought cased sausage. I'll show you, just gonna simply cut it and take it out of the casing. All right, now with a clean pair of scissors, I'm just gonna simply cut them in half, each sausage, and squeeze the meat out. All right, now with a clean wooden spoon, we're gonna take all the meat and we're gonna just keep doing this, cutting it up, making it smaller into little bits, and get a good fry on. Take your time, it's not a race. Okay, so if the spoon trick is not working for you, I sometimes cheat to make it quicker. Just get the scissors out and I start cutting up the meat to smaller pieces. Okay, now the meat is at your desired size, and we're just gonna keep swirling it around, mixing it around until the pink is gone, until you get a light brown, and then you can set it aside once it's done and continue on with the rapini in the background there. I'll show you how to do those shortly. So now that our water's boiling for the pasta, and remember the rapini in the back, I had 3 cloves of garlic with the olive oil, and it's on medium heat right now to get it going, because once the sausage is done, I'm going to swap it over to this burner and I'm going to cook that. So I'm just going to salt the water here, just about a tablespoon ish. And then we're going to take the pasta and we're going to slide it in and let that go. I'm going to set a timer for 12 to 15 minutes. And I'm going to spoon, give it a little mix around, and let it sit. Another trick when the pasta's cooking, my grandmother taught me, it's put a little bit of olive oil. Not too much, just a little swirl. Gives it some extra flavor and extra goodness. So now that your meat looks like this, it's got a little bit of a brown to it, but there's no pink, so that's the main thing. We're just gonna set it to the back, let it sit there and wait, and then we're gonna swap over the rapini to this burner. We're gonna let that cook here. I'm gonna open this up just to see what's going on. Not too much steam, so it means it's not really ready to be flipped yet. Keep that lid on. We'll go back to the pasta. If it starts foaming up, just give it a little bit of a blow. And it goes away. And we continue to wait. As I continue to flip this and it's getting reduced, you can see it's becoming not as puffy, so doesn't look like there's so much rapini, but quite a bit. So just keep mixing it until it's soft. Depends how you like it. You like them crunchy, you like it soft. I like it more soft when it's in the pasta like this. And let it sit for a little longer. Another trick I learned is to grab some of this water from here with the oil. Just fill up any kind of container. I use this measuring cup. Just fill it about halfway. There's no real rule. And just set it aside. And you'll need that later for the final prep. Okay, now I'm going to check the rapini. It's almost done. It looks good. I think I'm going to call it done. I picked the garlic out. Now it's totally optional. If you prefer garlic in your food, in your pasta, you can keep it in. If not, I took mine out because there's still a little bit left in the sausage. I took the big pieces out, but it's always good for flavor. I'm just going to put that lid back on, turn it off, set it to the back. There's my timer for my pasta. Now I got to check it. It's almost showtime. Good. It's time to drain the pasta. Now normally I leave a little bit of water in the pot, but this time I won't because we got that side water that I took out. So I'm going to put a little bit of pasta. Then I'm going to go back and grab the rapini. Put a little bit of rapini. Grabbing the sausage now. Put a little bit of the sausage. Put some in. I put some of this water in. Not too much. Some Parmesan. About a tablespoon at a time. Grab some more pasta. Throw it all in. Don't be scared to use the Parmesan, it's your friend. And it always makes everything taste amazing. Now we'll throw the rest of the rapini in. Sausage. Finish it off. A little bit more of that water. And some more cheese. Give it a mix. Now we're going to mix into our final product. And get ready for plating. Now it's plated. We're gonna add a little bit of cheese on top. And voila, buon appetito.